Hello everyone, and welcome to a very special episode of Crafty Beer Reviews. Today is review 600. That's right. I have reviewed 600 beers now. I've been on YouTube for a little over 4 years too, so kind of crazy, really awesome that I finally hit this milestone. And before I get into the actual beer review, I just want to say that it has been a blast being a part of the beer tubing community for so many years. There's a lot of great people out there, a lot of great channels, and I also just want to say I really appreciate the support from everybody. For all of you guys that watch my channel, for all of you that have subscribed, everything else, I really appreciate it. It makes this just a lot of fun. So yeah, very cool stuff. And of course for this one, I had to pick out a really special beer. So today I will be reviewing Firestone Walker 14th Anniversary Ale. As you guys probably know, for every anniversary, Firestone Walker actually puts a big blend of beers together. They actually get a bunch of these like winemakers from the region, and they collaborate on it, and they get the recipe down. So these are always really cool stuff. Now, the 14th anniversary is over 5 years old at this point, so yeah, this has been in the cellar for quite some time. Really looking forward to it. Now, I'm usually pretty good about memorizing ingredients, stuff like that. I couldn't remember everything that was in this beer, so I actually have my laptop, and I'm on Firestone Walker's website. So for this one, they're using double DBA, which is basically their like double strength, kind of like English mild or ESB, whatever you want to call it, aged in retired Firestone Union barrels. That's 31% of the blend. At 29% of the blend, they have Sticky Monkey, which is an English barley wine aged in bourbon and brandy barrels. 27% of the blend is Parabola, which you guys know is their bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. 7% of the blend is Velvet Merkin, aged in bourbon barrels. 3% of the blend is an American barley wine aged in bourbon barrels called Goodfoot. And then 3% of the final blend is Black Xanthus, which is their coffee-infused imperial stout. That sounds crazy. Lots and lots of stuff going on for this one. So yeah, very exciting. Let's go ahead and check out the aroma. Oh, wow. That has a lot going on. Wow, right up front I get a lot of dark fruits, figs, plums, kind of a raisiny type of thing. Not getting a whole lot of bourbon, like there's a little bit of like a sweet, kind of very smooth bourbon, touch of vanilla in there, but not a really big like blast or much of the bourbon altogether. Getting a little bit of chocolate, there's almost like this molasses kind of thing. I'm getting a lot of these really sweet notes to it. Getting a little bit of oak. There's almost a little bit of like a sherry quality in this one too, actually. Definitely getting a lot of like these sweeter notes. It's like milk chocolate. Yeah, milk chocolate. Definitely getting some like caramel, toffee, molasses. Again, very rich in like the dark fruit notes, plums, figs, that kind of thing. Yeah, a little bit of like the bourbon again, a little bit of vanilla, definitely a touch of oak in there as well. Yeah, it smells really nice. Smells like there's, again, just a lot going on. Cheers, guys. Here's the 600 reviews. Oh, wow. Wow. So for there not being a ton of bourbon in the actual nose, there is a definite bourbon and vanilla presence right up front. Oh, that's really nice. Kind of fades into more like this dark chocolate, milk chocolate type of thing. A little bit of some roastiness, very light roastiness on the back end too. Wow. Yeah, lots of this really rich, sweet bourbon. Really smooth, lots of vanilla. Definitely has that oaky characteristic, a little bit of a tannic thing going on. Dark fruits too, lots and lots of dark fruits. It's almost like whiskey or like bourbon soaked dark fruits. There's like plums, dates, raisins, figs, even a little bit of like a bright cherry kind of note in there. A little bit, again, of almost like this sherry kind of quality, which is really interesting. Definitely a little bit of that roastiness, not a lot though. But yeah, that's really nice. Lots and lots of like sweet maltiness too, like caramel, like this. It's almost like sugar-coated fruits too. It's like sugar-coated like raisins. man, this is really, really complex. I mean, there's just so much going on. And every time I take a sip, I feel like there's something else that I pick up on. Yeah, I get like this molasses, definitely toffee, caramel. Almost a little bit of like a brown sugary kind of thing going on too. Really, really smooth too though. For over 12%, there is a little bit of warmth in the chest, but in general you don't smell the alcohol, you don't taste it. It's not boozy at all. Of course, this has been aged for quite some time as well, but wow, yeah. Really nice. I never had this one fresh, but this just has so much like dark fruit, really sweet malts. And again, that bourbon is very, very nuanced now. It's very much just blended in everything because it's that sweeter bourbon, definitely vanilla, a little bit of that oakiness on the back end. And it actually dries out a little bit too. It's definitely on the sweeter side, but it's not cloyingly sweet either, which is kind of nice. Definitely on the fuller side of medium bodied. And it's not quite full bodied, it's a little bit thinner in that. It definitely has a creamy kind of coating mouthfeel to it as well. Definitely has a sticky glaze on my lips. Again, lots of like these, it's like caramelized fruits, whiskey, bourbon kind of soaked fruits too, like raisins, dates. Really big on that like that fig and plum aspect too. And again, it's got like chocolate, mostly dark chocolate, but a little bit of like this bittersweet, kind of richer, dark chocolate, a little bit of that milk chocolate kind of sweetness too. Really, really nice stuff though. Just crazy, crazy complex. I have not had a bad beer from Firestone Walker's barrel program, and apparently they do some awesome, awesome blending as well. I just still can't believe that there's actually 3% of certain beers in that. Like, to have the craftsmanship, to have the ability to just, make a blend like that is absolutely stunning. Firestone Walker did an amazing job with this one, and I think it's aged really well. Again, I never tried it fresh, so I don't have that for comparison, but I think this is a really, really well done beer. Guys, in terms of rating for this one, I'm going with a 9.8 out of 10. Absolutely fantastic beer. Again, so much complexity. Bourbon, vanilla, nice kind of oaky tannic notes. You get like the caramelized, and the bourbon soaked fruits, very dark fruity. A little bit of like that sherry quality. There's like caramel, there's toffee, there's like the sugary aspect. It's absolutely insane how much flavor is in this beer. What's going on? It is truly fantastic. If you guys have one of these sitting in the cellar, it's drinking great right now. Good time to crack into it. Alrighty guys, thank you so much for watching this one. Please remember to rate, comment. Please give me a comment. I love replying to you guys. And yeah, there will be plenty of more reviews to come. And remember, I hope whatever you're doing involves good craft beer. See ya.